Atong Rocha says, anong pakay ng mga lawyer ba't bigla nilang ipapadisbar sa PRD? Kasi hindi nila kaya si PRD pagdating sa debate at sa law, pangangaralan sila. Hindi nila kaya daw yung bilis ng utak eh. At saka, sanay na sanay sa mga hearings na hindi siya natatakot, hindi siya worried about what the other will say. Meron lang siyang talagang strategy. Ang topics natin for today, dalawa po. There is a bar discipline case being filed against former President Rodrigo Duterte, supposedly for EJ case. And for the answers that he gave during the course of the House or Senate hearings. Also, the second topic is on the response of the President to the remarks made by the current Presidential Legal Counsel, Juan Ponce Enrile. Minimum home diva, lol, EJK, patunayan nga nila. Ay nako. For me also, it's a hugely unusual case. Now, what we're going to do is give only a first impression. In the coming days, siguro we'll have a better look at it kasi hindi ko pa nakikita yung details nung complaint. But we're looking at the reports. At dun sa reports, ayun nga, sinasabi, disbarment for the EJ case as well as the answers or in response also to the answers that he gave in the course of both Senate and House hearings. Medyo interesting yan because it's controversial kasi sa bar discipline cases. Yung ginagamit yung code of ethics as a way of getting even with a lawyer pagka mayroong final na ibang kaso. Halimbawa ganito. May kaso, final si A versus B. Abogado ni A, let's say, si C, wins the case or seems to be winning the case. Ang gagawin ni B, filean niya ng disbarment kasi masyadong magaling si Abogado C. So, using the bar disciplinary cases as a means of gaining leverage against somebody whom you are filing cases against is, twisting the purpose of the bar disciplinary cases. Alright, so yun nga, tuloy natin. So, may mga ganon na instances which really should be, I think the Supreme Court will take notice of cases like these. There are cases also that are filed for their political character, di ba? May epekto doon sa politician. Halimbawa, they're running for office. Tapos, para lang maantala yung tao at para maputikan yung reputasyon, filean ng kaso. It also seems unusual na after he announces that he's going to be representing his daughter in her impeachment trial, or he will be at least one of the counsels during her impeachment trial, should it be filed. We will talk about that later also. Ito na nga, nagkaroon ng idea, nakasuhan siya. It means that they're worried because yung style na ipinakita ni FPRD during the times that he was called as a resource person in both the Senate and in the House, na desperado sila. They cannot cope with his style because it's chaotic. But there's also method in all of the chaos, in all of the madness, in all of in the way that he answers, the way he makes his points, the way he sometimes speaks in hyperbole, the way he sometimes will push the envelope and then take it back. So yung mga ganyan, they're finding it difficult. In fact, ngayon, hirap na sila na gamitin yung mga sinabi niya. At first, sinasabi nila, sinabi niya sa Senate, ganito. Sinabi niya sa House, ganito. Oh, ako nag-utos. Ganon. And then later on, he will clarify it by saying, ang sabi ko, pag nanlaban, ganito. Kapag you make sure that you need to, that there is a need to defend yourself. Yung doctrine of self-defense. Sabi ni Odi, kaso nyo na rin kay Tatay Digong yung pag-unalive kay Rizal sa Ninoy Aquino at Ninoy Aquino. Oo nga nagigets ko parang lahat na lang hinahagis sa kanya. And it is already very, very suspicious. Now, I'm quite sure that the Supreme Court will be fair because walang choice, they have to be there all day. And it might take some time for them to decide on something like this. Please take note then, may disbarment case po, si VP Inday Sara, pero hanggang ngayon wala pa pong resolusyon. So, yun pong there are ways to decide cases, and sometimes they're just so difficult and they present possibly questions that were not considered when they were drafting the rules on bar discipline. Sabi ni Feli, wala lang daw magawa ang mga taong yan. Mahusay si PRD, takot sila, ingat. Ang laki nga ng likelihood na yun eh. Kasi hindi nga nila kaya yung style. Can you imagine, yung style na ginamit niya in the Senate and in the House, tapos gagawin niya during the impeachment proceedings. Tapos, ang presiding officer will be Senate President Chis Escudero, who may not be able to, to catch up. I'm not saying that he won't, but, PRD is very unpredictable. And tingin ko, that's what they are afraid of. The lack of predictability, the lack of their ability to roll with his punches. So the way I see it is, of course, the Supreme Court will take the case, and then they will, in all likelihood, forward it to the IDP for investigation. Ganun naman po yung normal na procedure. In the meantime, it's also possible that the people who filed this case, kaya hindi ko binabanggit yung pangalan, are looking also for publicity. Malaki rin kasi yung chance that it will be dismissed kasi ano yung canons na violate? They are alleging yung EJ case. O sige, sabihin na natin na yan ay valid reason for the filing of your case. E di kakailanganin nyo ngayon patunayan yun. Diba? And in a proceeding like this one, in an administrative proceeding, ang ginagamit pa nilang pruweba ay yung mga sinabi niya during the course of the Senate and House hearings. Hindi nila madala sa hukuman kung saan sila naghahanap ng paraan para gamitin laban sa kanya. And this was the only bright, and I use the term loosely, idea that they had. Ang dami niyang sinabi, but lo and behold, nung inaano na nila, nung hinihimay-himay na nila, they realized that it's going to be a very difficult criminal case, even assuming that they filed it. Another thing, it seems to me that they're giving up on the idea of ICC. Yung pangbakbak nilang ICC, parang ano na lang yun eh, for acoustic warfare. Ibig sabihin, hanggang salita lang nila. Because again, you have to prove the existence of these crimes with a burden of presenting evidence of guilt beyond reasonable doubt. So, hindi madali kung mag-file sila ng criminal case o doon sa ICC sila aasa. So, ano yung inaasahan nila? An admin case where the evidentiary requirement is much lower. Yun nga lang, kailangan mapatunayan nila na mayroong acts at itong acts na ito violate the code of conduct. So, tingin ko, good luck na lang trying. Sabi ni Francesca, isa sa mga nagalingan ako sa rebuttal ni FPRD was when he had to say to Riza, Senator Riza, that these police passed their degrees, matatalino, and know how to discern. Kasi naman yung argument nila makes it sound as if uto-uto yung mga police with his instructions. Totoo yan, ganito yon. Parang ang sinasabi nila, he gave an order. Well, let's say, parang sinasabi niya, he didn't give an order, but assuming that he did, you mean to say the cops just said, sige sir, and proceeded with it? Di ba? Good luck with that. So, the only thing that these people are doing are keeping FPRD's lawyers busy. But the fact is, I don't think that that Attorney Delga is going to lose any sleep over this one. Sabi ni Geraldine, listening to you while jogging, napapabilis takbo ko pag naiinis sa mga pulpolitiko na to. Tubig, kuryente, pagkain, edukasyon, unahin nila. Oh, huwag kakalimutan, trabaho, transportation, healthcare, Mariosep itong mga to. I swear, di ba? Uunahin talaga yung mga ganito. Sabi ni Ronald, ask ko lang bakit hindi magdemanda ang mga concerned citizens tungkol sa issue na drug addict ang president. Pwede po ba naming gamiting witness si Cathy Binag, Maharlika at Digong para sa kaso na People of the Philippines versus President of the Philippines? Kasi po, the President of the Philippines is immune from suit while he is president, di ba? And for matters that, well, he's immune from suit for now. Kailangan mapatunayan ninyo yan at ma-overturn nyo yung immunity niya. So sa ngayon, hindi po talaga muna pwede. Sabi ni Ma'am Grace de Joseph, pwede din kaya ma-disbar si FL sa Turkey extraction? Always we're talking about disbarment. Well, for me, I agree. The other is, file na rin ng disbarment si Laila de Lima for yung inamin naman niyang frailties of a woman. Gusto na rin lang nilang gamitin yung disbarment, then we may as well. Di ba ba? Tignan natin ngayon. Sabi ni Luisa, Ma'am Luisa, they are so afraid of a Duterte ruling the country, hence doing just everything. Totoo yan. Sabi ni Guillermo, baka akala nila kahit maging busy si tatay sa mga korte para umattend ng mga hearing, nagkakamali sila kahit hindi magkampanya si tatay, iboboto at iboboto siya ng mga tao. O nga pala, isa pa yon, meron pang kampanya na hinaharap. O nga, sabi ni Ma'am Cutie Cherry ko, si tatay pa rin ba ang presidente? Araw-araw na lang nang ginawa nila ay asarin at ang sarili nila sa mga Duterte. Correct. Sabi ni Ma'am Francesca, isa sa mga nagalingan, nabasa ko na pala yan. Paul says, ano po ang masasabi mo sa patutsada ni Tanda? Part po yan ng ating discussion ngayon. Huwag niyo po akong unahan. Kasi if you see naman tignan niyo yung topic ngayong araw na ito, kasama yan. But actually what we'll be talking about is that one. Sabi ni Renbal, I think Laila de Lima already has a disbarment case. Yung disbarment case niya was about disobeying the Supreme Court order. At kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, na-dismiss na po yata yun. So, sino may sabing hindi siya pwedeng kasuhan uli para dun sa frailties of a woman, hindi po siya kinasuhan for that. Sure ako dyan, I check. Ayun, sabi ni Ponyos, ito yung wife ni PBBM, hindi immune, di ba? Maybe Cathy Binag can file a case against Lisa. Posible po. Sabi ni Tony, konti-konti na lang, maiksi na pasensya ng mga Pilipino, malapit na magka-people power, tapos military takeover. Okay. Minsan kasi, wag niyo po akong gaganyanin. Kasi sa totoo lang, may iba kayong mga sinasabi dyan na wala akong choice kung hindi tanggalin. Kasi po, they're illegal. Tapos pag binasa ko yan, ako pa po ang mapapahamak ninyo. So, could we please tone down on the rhetoric? Yung mga sinasabi ninyo about revolutions and all that, yung paghihikayat niya na hindi po legal. Sabi ni Ronald, bilang isang concerned citizen, ano yung PIED? Are you saying pwede? Pwede po ba kami mag-file ng case, people of the Philippines? Wala nga po, immune po siya from suit. Kakasabi ko lang, sir, sinagot ko na yan, may immunity po ang presidente. Ngayon, kung mayroon siyang karamdaman at malubha ang karamdaman na yon, sabi ng saligang batas, kailangan isa publiko yan. Yun po ang tahakin ninyong landas. Kasi kung mag-file kayo ng criminal case, mabibigo kayo. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, bakit kaya inaatake ng trolls ni Tambi si V? Si Kimbok pa rin naman ang chairman pumalit kay Elizalde. Even if we vote sa 2025, can we trust ayan na naman po. Can we trust Comelec at Chairman Garcia? We don't trust anyone, okay? We don't trust Comelec, which is why may mga nagbabantay. Diba? That's why the parties of certain candidates are allowed to be watchers. At sila po ay immediately magpa-file ng reklamo kapag mayroon po silang nakitang anomalya. Bukod pa dyan, paano mo kailangan para malaman natin kung nandaraya, kailangan mag-participate muna tayo kasi ang ebidensya niyan, lilitaw at lilitaw, but only if you participate. So, hindi nyo man pagkatiwalaan sila, kailangan pa rin makilahok doon sa eleksyon. Marilyn says, nakakagigil ang mga pinklawan pati sa simbahan ginamit para sa impeachment kay VP. Pinangpipiestahan ng mga media na walang credibility. Sabi ni Sir Daryl, wala na silang ibang way para makakuha ng popularity kung hindi ididikit ang ginagawa nila sa mga Duterte. Puro vengeful acts naman. Sabi ni Ma'am Cutie Cherry ko, nagstay ako ng TikTok first time. Kita napakinggan kumanta, halimaw ka pala. Ang galing. Yikes. Sabi ni, thank you ma'am. Sabi ni Jose Briones, good evening po dyan at good afternoon naman dito sa Zurich, Switzerland. Ma'am Fix, na-miss po kita sa Karambola. Na-miss ko rin naman ang Karambola. May tanong po, ano po palagay niyo ang mabuting nagawa ng INC sa peace rally na ngayon po ay kinokontrol ni De Lima at mga paring Katoliko? Tanong lang po, salamat po. Sinong kinokontrol ni na De Lima? Parang wala naman yatang control si De Lima in more ways than one. Sinagot po namin yan kahapon. Now, kahapon, panoorin niyo na lang po yung replay kasi the whole episode was about that Sabi ni Carlo, mag-declare daw ng food emergency ang administration. Sabi ni Ma'am Maylene, si VP Sara, di ba immune din siya? Bakit siya kakasuhan ng NBI? Hindi po ma'am, maliwanag po ang saligang batas sa immunity ng presidente. Wala pong nakalagay for the vice president. Pwede natin i-argue na dapat kung anong meron ng presidente, pwede rin si vice-presidente. Pero kailangan pa natin i-argue yan. Okay, sabi ni Sir Nan, kakasuka ang mainstream media, traffic daw sa Davao, mas traffic pa sa Manila, pero Manila ang picture. Well, promise kasi ni Nograles na isolve ang traffic. Wow, instant superhero ang peg. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, si Delima talaga ang totoong noisy lang, minority ba yan ng INC at BPSD voters? Iba talaga epekto ng sobra. Michelle Otok says, wala na tayong pwedeng pagkatiwalaan sa panahon ngayon. Kaya dapat tayo mga pro-Duterte, we have to be vigilant. Yan lang ang paraan somehow makatulong tayo. Pati mga traffic sa Davao, pinakikialaman na nila just to make Davao look like it's the worst, diba? Watching all the way from Canada. Sabi ni Simba, tagal ng 2028, nakaka-stress ang balita against Duterte. Sabi ni Nanette, presidente lang may immunity from suit. Well, yung iba, they cannot, they cannot be removed by any means except impeachment. Yan. Atong Rocha says, anong pakay ng mga lawyer, ba't bigla nilang ipapadisbar sa PRD? Kasi hindi nila kaya si PRD pagdating sa debate at sa law, pangangaralan sila. Hindi nila kaya daw, yung bilis ng utak eh. At saka, sanay na sanay sa mga hearings na hindi siya natatakot, hindi siya worried about what the other will say. Meron lang siyang talagang strategy. Okay. Hindi ba nakikita dito sa platform yung topics natin? Kung hindi, sa susunod, ilalagay ko sa background. Kasi yung mga katanungan tungkol din sa topic, tapos parang inuunahan ninyo ko. Sabi ni Jose Briones, ma'am, balik na naman po karambola. Gusto ko rin yung mga hosts, pero hindi kumpleto pag wala ka. Kasi yung comments and ideas mo ay laging nakabase sa batas, which I really trust. At minsan, kadalasan, pag nagtatalo kayo na iba't ibang opinion, ay tuwang-tuwa ako dahil ang gagaling ninyo. Well, hindi po talaga pwede kasi nga may tumawag na isang hindi government official pero nakatira sa Malacanang para tanggalin ako sa stasyon. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, settling in Cebu na, pero may close friend akong galing tumira sa Davao. Sobra daw talaga mura ulam sa karinderya at peaceful. May disiplina sa rules, mga tao. Sorry, ito hindi makita sa background ng topic. Okay. Hindi sa background. Nandyan yan sa dapat nasa banner. Ayan. Okay, bar discipline case for FPRD, BBM answers JPE. Ayan. Sabi ni Miriam, nasa caption, Attorney Pix, pero kung sa screen ang tinatanong nyo, kung nakikita ang topic, wala po. So at least nasa caption. Kung ngayon, nasa screen na nandun siya sa crawler. Sabi ni JRP, try nyo lang po ma'am sa Net25, for sure di kayo papatayan ng mic. Lalo if kasama nyo si Kong Marcoleta on a possible show, lalo na kung usaping batas at constitution. I can't invite myself. I have to be invited. Dito naman ako okay naman tayo dito na sa online. I don't need mainstream. I can go back pagka okay na po. Terminal 1 says, if ever matuloy ang impeachment sa VP, makocross-exam ba yung mga nasa Quadcom at nasa bad government com? Matuloy ang impeachment, makocross-exam ba? Only if they're witnesses. You can only cross-examine somebody who has been directly examined. Kaya nga cross na may direct examination na siya, tapos na indirect examination, iko-cross nung Cross is where you test it. Ayan, now lang daw nakita yung topics. Ayan. Sabi ni Yato, with all due respect, friends pa rin po ba kayo ni Larry Bobo Gadon? If yes po, I'm just wondering, okay lang ba to be friends with somebody na walang moral? Thanks po. Okay, a few observations. First of all, moral, I assume you're talking about moral values. So mali po yung spelling, wala pong iyan. Moral in that sense is more like cheerfulness, di ba? Yung high moral. Number two, I don't really see how it's any of your business who my friends are. Okay? Even if I have friends, and remember, I'm a lawyer, I do associate with criminals. So I don't think anybody has the right to tell me who my friends are. That being said, I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I understand that he has said some things about me which merit complete and utter silence on my part. So, but nevertheless, even if hindi na talaga kami nagkakausap or anything like that, I don't think anyone is in a position to tell me who to be friends with. And if you're going to judge who my friends are based on whatever it is your criteria are, kumbaga, I will take it under advisement, but I will still make that decision. There may be things that you're not seeing. I'm not saying it's true in the case of Attorney Gadon. But if I have other friends, I will not subject that to you. To your, to yung sa pagkikilatis ninyo. Well, I don't tell you who to be friends with. Di ba? I don't think it is fair for you to decide who I can be friends with or not. And for you to judge people based on morality, which differs depending on the person. One thing that doesn't differ according to the person are the laws. So, if you're going to be basing your judgment on morality or values that differ from one person to another, then it will be very difficult and marami kang ma-e-ekis na sayang. Di naman kayo yung judge eh. Sabi ni, kagagaling ko lang sa Japan, na-shock ako sa presyo ng isaw dito sa Cebu, isang stick 15 pesos. Ang bilis nagmahal, 5 years, ako 5 pesos lang yun. Okay. So, natanong si PBBM, ano ang reaction niya sa sinabi ni Juan Ponce Enrile. Si JPE po ay natanong ng kanyang opinion, actually hindi natanong, pinost niya. So, ang sabi niya, masamang president daw kung hindi itutuloy ang impeachment. Para sa akin, what does he mean? Kasi yung sistema o yung doktrina ng president, yan po ay sa Korte Suprema. Alam po ni JPE yan. So kung may na-decide na ang pinakamataas na hukuman na isang kaso, maaaring gamitin ito para ihanay yung ibang mga kaso doon. So yung tinatawag natin ng president ay kinukuha sa mga dating kaso na humarap sa Korte Suprema at na-decide nito kung ang facts ay pareho or very, very similar or similarly situated yung mga parties in both cases. So dito, sinasabi ni JPE, baka masana, kumbaga mag-establish ng president. Well, how can it do that? Sure, pwede nating sabihin na, sige, wag na lang i-file na yan. Ang sabi niya is, baka sa susunod, ganyan din ang mangyari. Mapolitika yung pag-file ng mga kaso ng impeachment. In the first place, impeachment is a political procedure. It's not a legal one in the strict sense. There are rules, there's a way of conducting it, which you have to follow, pero ito ay political process. So ano yung president na sinasabi niya? Since it's a political process, hindi necessarily totoo na kapag ganito yung nangyari dito kay VP Inday, maa-apply mo yung doktrina sa future impeachment cases. So hindi po, tingin ko, hindi ako sang-ayon doon sa opinion niya na magsiset ito ng president. Well, sabi naman ni PBBM, this is a brilliant legal mind. So sinasabi niya, dahil brilliant si JPE, tama siya dito. Unfortunately, that's a legal fallacy. Just because somebody is a good legal mind doesn't mean that he's going to be right all the time. O sabi ni PRD, sige, sinabi ni JPE to set a bad precedent. He agrees daw. Kaya lang, for practical purposes, patapos na yung 19th Congress, so wala nang time ang Congress at saka Senado to conduct their separate hearings. Kaya po ba sa time ng Congress ang impeachment trial? It raises the question if matapos ang 19th Congress sa April, tuloy pa rin ba siya into the 20th Congress? Yun po, has not yet been established. In other words, wala pang president dyan. So iintayin pa natin ang paggawa ng mga rules tungkol dyan. Sabi ni Benjamin, nakalimutan ni JPE na noong 1986, kasama siya sa EDSA, kuno na 400K lang ang tao. May rule of law ba noon? Ayon si Lali, are 13 places in the country and 3 million na tao na ang sumali. Yep. Ang tagal-tagal kong napanood ang karambola, sabi ni Paula Luz. Inabot ako ng hating gabi noon kasi 6 hours late kami dito. Paggising sa umaga, i-replay ko na naman habang nag-prepare ng breakfast. Kasama pa noon si TP. Oo ma'am, naalala ko yan. Sabi ni Juan Miguel, all of this circus is all about 2028 elections. Remove Duterte in the equation means malaki-laki ang chance ng mga trapo para makaupo. They know kasi kung saan sila pupulutin if may Duterte na tatakbo sa national elections. Sabi ni Fernandez, hindi na daw sikat nga si JPE sa Cagayan. Ay, ganun ba? So, paulit-ulit po yung katanungan tungkol doon sa paano kung mandaya. Well, first of all, hindi natin alam kung mandadaya talaga sila o hindi, which means kailangan makilahok sa eleksyon. Pag makilahok, malaki yung chance na makakuha ka ng ebidensya. Kung wala kayong ebidensya, paano nyo i-conclude na may nandaya? Diba? So, kailangan nyo i-collecta yung ebidensya na yan. Also, you have to remember na kung marami tayo, there's no amount of cheating that they can do at the COMELEC level that will overturn the people's will. They tried in 2016, nanalo pa rin si Duterte. Julian's World says, kahit i-smart magic nila ang eleksyon, basta magkaisa tayo ng iboboto, mahihirapan pa rin silang dayain ang resulta. Nagawa na natin dahil yung sa 8 diretso. Oo. 2016, nung tumakbo si PRD, tapos yung 8 diretso, talagang na-diretso natin sila sa you know where. Diba? Sabi ni Ma'am Beverly Salviejo, gusto ba nila na i-railroad ang impeachment, na gusto madaliin lahat, wala nang process, basta mag-decide na lang ang Senate na walang kaabog-abog? O nga magde-determine sila ng probable cause muna dito sa Kongreso. Pero the reason nagtatagal, ma'am, is kasi kulang ang signatures, kailangan maka 1/3. Wala di kaya Sabi ni Patato Tini, sabi daw ni Bruce Lee, remember, a man is defeated if he is discouraged. Kaya nga po. So yung mga paano kung dayain and all that, might convince people to not go to the polls. So what we need to do is encourage people to go. The more voters, the less chances of cheating. Tama, sabi ni Kyle. Do the claims even merit an impeachment trial to begin with? Weren't we amused at how ridiculous they sounded a few weeks back? Opo, and as a matter of fact, di ba, impeachable offense ba ang ang audit issue? Ang audit issue po, isa lang ang nagde-decide, COA po yon. And then pagtapos na po ang proseso sa COA, maaaring questionin through a petition for certiorari with citing grave abuse of discretion. Pwede ring i-apila to a court or a higher court. So yun yung problema, is that it doesn't appear to me that it will rise to the level of a high crime. Kung sasayangin lang nila yung oras ng Senado, sitting as the impeachment trial court, sayang talaga ang pera ng tao. Sabi ni Pederino, wala po bang pakialam ang government sa defective ballot na na-print na? Di ba susunugin nga daw po nila? So, susunugin po yon. Sa election, sabi ni Hylos, dapat may trial muna, at least sa same machine na gagamitin at same ballots, kung talagang accurate at the same day of voting, 1 hour before actual voting. Pwede naman po. Sorry. Maikli lang yung topic natin ngayon. Sabi ni Sir Felipe, di ba siya yung president ng impeachment ni former CJ Corona? Di ba na-impeach nila pero it was reversed by the Supreme Court? Yun yung brilliant lawyer na sinasabi ni BBM. Di ba siya ang Senate President? Hindi po siya na-reverse ng Supreme Court, sir. Na-impeach si CJ Corona. Kaya lang later on, naglabas ng privilege speech po si Senator Jinggoy Estrada at ibinunyag niya po yung bayaran ng 50 million sa mga senador na bumoto for the impeachment. Hindi po yan na-reverse ng Korte Suprema. Sabi ni Rand, sa tingin mo, nasa swinging mode ng mga politicians in favor of VP, ganito yan. May mga elemento yan. Pag nakuha na nila yung pera at nakatakbo and then nanalo sila sa election, sa swing away na yan from the administration, nakuha na nila yung kailangan nila. Doon sila sa mas popular. Wala pa pong balita kay Ma'am Nene Bacale kung siya po ay na-reinstate. Sabi ni Jonas, actually di lang daw si JP ang di nasikat, pati si B at mga Marcoses na wala ang support nila. Sa mga Ilocano, mga loyalist lang ng tatay niya ang sumusuporta sa kanila. Ako dati ito, suporta sa sinabi ni B na unity, pero ngayon, alam na natin ang kaya nilang gawin sa ngalan ng politics. Sabi ni Ma'am Maylene, tama po ba na mag-announce si VP that she's considering to run in presidential elections? Baka kasi gawin ng kalaban ang ginawa nila kay VP Binay dati. Ma'am, ginagawa na nga nila yon kahit hindi niya sinasabing tatakbo siya. So it no longer makes a difference. Inattack na siya sa budget, inattack siya sa CF. They're considering filing impeachment cases. Ano pa ba ang katatakutan niyan? Ano pang iiwasan ni VP Inday, di ba? Pwede na siyang magsalita kasi they've already started. Tignan nyo nga yung impeachment, di ba? Kay Evan Rich. Alabang press control si BBM tuwing may ambush interview, naaalangan ako tuwing nagsasalita. Well, how will we ever find out what he's thinking kung di siya sa ina-ambush interview? Sabi ni Juan Miguel, Duterte clan is the kryptonite of both Aquino and Marcos clan. Because of Duterte, nawala na ang Cory Magic at pinulat sila sa kampungan and possibly mawala na rin ang Macoy Magic. They don't understand that Duterte Magic is the real voice of the people. Sabi ni Pederino, susunugin po nila yung ballot na worth 150 million. Ganun na lang yun, wala bang magbabayad nun? Wala po. You know, sometimes mistakes do happen. May human nature po. Okay? So, hindi naman infallible ang COMELEC. So, ayun, tayo magbabayad nun. I don't mind na bayaran natin yung pagsunog nun, kaya siya makalabas yan at magamit yan, na mali-mali siya. Hindi po ba mas conservative and safe approach if COMELEC would still include in the printing yung mga may disqualification cases, tapos if walang TRO from the Supreme Court, wag na lang i-count ng machine? It confuses the voter po. So, yun talaga yung patakaran. Ako, I think it makes sense na wala siya doon. Sabi ni Ma'am Paula, totoo po ba na may rally uli? For what side? Sabi ni Marvin, wala na daw drive si BBM na patakbuhin ng maayos ang bansa. Ang tanging target niya na lang ay mangurakot hanggang matapos ang termino niya. Yikes. Sabi ni Francis, haven't heard from Glenn Chong for quite a while. I understand that he's busy with the cases, including his own. No. Sabi ni Fernan, di ba kasalanan ng COMELEC yan dahil may period ng appeal na dapat hinihintay nila. Unfortunately, yung mga dates ay nakatala sa ligang batas, like second Monday of May, etc. Yung mga ganon, kung kailan yung election date at kung ilan ang number of days for campaign, ilan ang number of days from the time that they filed their certificates of candidacy. So, they're bound by the Constitution.